What's up, people? Konnichiwa, my friend, people.
Samurai!
Samu.
So we saw the comments and we know exactly what's going on. You want more funny shit? We miss making funny shit. So we tried out this new stuff.
And what we wanted to show you guys is this new show that has no script, and we kind of just made it up as we went, what we thought would make the show funny. But before we completely finalize it, because we're doing it for you guys, we wanted to see what your guys' take and feedback is on this.
So we kind of killed two birds with one stone. Instead of being able to make a full-on skit, we just go old school and go freestyle, top of the dome, and then you guys let us know how you like it.
Check it out. Welcome, everybody with unrefined taste buds,
To our new show, Pinkies Out, where we explain everything from food, ingredients, to your sorry taste buds. Here on Pinkies Out, we never know what we are gonna get. We love the element of surprise because we wanna show you what real food critics we are. It comes out, bam, you get the real opinions. So, without further ado, Alfred, come right here.
Monsieur, your food is ready. And today,
Damn! Fried chicken! I love. Oh my. Do you know how much I love fried chicken?
do you know how much I love fried chicken?
But do you know how much fried chicken loves us?
No.
Fried chicken is like family to me.
So, before we dive into the food, it's more important to understand the history of the food than it is to taste the food, so that when you taste the food, you also taste the history of the food. And that's deep. Think about it 5 times, let me know, but we're gonna go over there.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty. So, now, it is believed that the fried chicken came from the old ancient city of Beijing, China. Now, there's a big misconception, and I don't know why people believe this, but they say that Mao Zedong was the first person to invent fried chicken. But I think that's hocus pocus. It makes more sense. Emperor Z, in collaboration with Confucius and Shaka Zulu, all came together and created this awesome dish.
There was once known to be a secret meeting between Shaka Zulu, Emperor Z, and Confucius during the Ming Lao dynasty of the ancient futures of distant tigers. They said to themselves, "What are you guys feeding?" And Shaka Zulu said, "I want something crispy." Confucius said, "I want something with spices." And Emperor Z said, "I want something juicy." And in that collaboration, the only thing that made sense was the pheasant that they saw walking on the street. They grabbed them up, sprinkled seasoning, and fried them.
And that, my friends, is how the fried chicken first came to be. They used a typical pheasant by the name of Shi, in Mandarin, Shi Chin. Shi Chin. That was the first chicken.
Yes.
Shi Chin. After the chicken laid an egg and cracked a little one called Fly Shi Chin. That is how they came up with fried chicken.
When the famous Marco Polo visited China and asked Emperor Z, "Please present me with your most delicious dish," they presented the fly Shi Chin. But Marco Polo was not Chinese literate. So when he heard that, he tried to pronounce it so many times. Fly Shi Chin, fly Shi Chin, fly chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. So now, that's how it became the modern day fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Yes. Now, back to the food. Are you ready, Joe?
Let's begin. As distinguished gentlemen, we will commence with a knife and fork. I like to start off with the main entree in anything that I eat because what it does is it gives me a real idea before I corrupt my palate with any sides or anything like that. Because sides are side bitches. They're not the main bitch.
The main bitch, yes.
So let's see how this goes.
When I eat this chicken, it reminds me of an old saying that I learned. Colonel Sanders once said, "When there comes a time in a man's life where the sun sets before the storm comes, fly Shi Chin is the only way to solve all the perils of the world."
When I put this fly Shi Chin inside of my palate, I begin to really embody all of the distant kung fu masters. Bruce Lee. Jackie Chan.
Did you know that there's a little known fact, actually? So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you don't know this. But Colonel Sanders, he actually catered to both sides of the Civil War. So when the Civil War was going on, they would take a vow of silence during lunchtime to devour Colonel Sanders' masterpiece, the Fly Shi Chin. And it was until every last piece of Shi Chin was finished when they would continue firing muskets at each other.
Let's go off onto the other sides. I want to try this mashed potato, as they say in Belgium. It's like a smoothie. Now, have you ever had it with a biscuit and tried putting the gravy mashed potato with a biscuit?
And what country is that from? I always thought I made it up as a kid, but as I grew up, I realized everything you've already done, someone else has already started it before you did. So everyone's just a dumb motherfucker.
I'm gonna move on to the macaroni and cheese. I got it. I gotta let you try this. I think I taste a bit of truffle and magnesium with preservatives and a side of American cheese.
Goat dairy can often be detected with your right nostril, not to be confused with your left. Because as goats sleep, they face towards the sunset. So all the odors that they expel, it comes out through the right way along the grass plain. Which is why if you go on your left side and you smell goat products, you only smell grass.
That's why the sun never shines in the east.
So the last condiment that we should try
Condoms.
is the buttered corn. A lot of people love to eat corn on the cob because they feel that the cob gives the corn its flavor.
Right.
But a baby has no teeth, so sometimes they make the corn in a bucket. So I will see if they were able to bake the cob into the corn, which is a very hard Italian technique.
May I?
Yes, please. I've tasted some cob, some butter, and some Gerbers.
Oh! It's to die for. I was once taught a technique of how to eat fly Shi Chin by a prostitute in Las Vegas. Now, there is a technique widely known that is done by the finest of escorts. You grab your drumstick by your right hand, stick it into the mouth, and in one sweep you take it all out but just the bone. See? 1, 2, 3. Ooh.
I failed. Behold, the master of technique. That was the first time I've heard of such technique. But that's why it's so important to travel the world and to meet people, because different dignitaries can show you a multitude of ways of eating the same cuisine. And in Joe's case, a fine prostitute in Las Vegas explained the traditional way of eating the fried Shi Chin. On second try, I completed it.
Good job. This is just awesome. And the way we rate things here at Pinkies Out is if it's 4 pinkies, then it's excellent. no pinkies, then it's horrible. So you get my drift. I think my personal opinion here, being a fried chicken connoisseur, as I am, knowing the history, knowing the traditionals, knowing all the classical methods of fried chickenary, or should I say, fried chicken-ary, I would give this 1 pinky up. And the reason for that is, I've had better. I've had better.
You are a powerful man because you're able to remain objective. For me, my love for fly Shi Chin has clouded my judgment. And once again, I feel like I must give 2 pinkies up because I am just a lover of fly Shi Chin. And I want to end this with one last quote that I learned from a man in Beijing. He told me, if you ever find yourself without a screwdriver, look in the toolbox because it may be there. And as the French say, Jala batakui bapupu. So how did you guys like it? Let us know in the comments below. Did you have fun shooting it?
Yeah, I always wanted to do a food show because 1, we're foodies, and 2, we got a lot of shit to talk and a lot of history to teach. But at the same time, I think putting our own twist to it is creating fucking shit like the mud of history, the mud of science. Like, we have our own ideas and imaginations of how things came to be. So that's basically the motivation for that one.
One of my favorite things about the show is that we don't know what the food is. So Casey, Byron, and Gio, they just went out and got it. And at first I was like, okay, this is like a refined show. So I thought we were gonna get some refined shit, and all of a sudden,
It's fried chicken.
It's fried chicken. And then in the middle of it, we're like, oh, what if we do a history? And they love us making up history. So the funnest part is just kind of just being put in the spot and just having to come up with some stuff and see what kind of chemistry we have. And my favorite part was when you started saying the Shi Chin, the fly Shi Chin, and I came in with the Marco Polo. I thought that was really fun.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments below what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, and we'll start taking notes, and next time it might be totally different, or we might just throw away the show.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments below.
Peace!
Toodaloo!
Johnny Appleseed came to me and I gave him a blessing to go throughout the United States to grow apple seeds. Johnny Appleseed.
I can see him smiling.
Sorry. Okay. I got this. All right.
People look at America on a map or sometimes through an airplane window and they see, what do they eat? Fried chicken, hot dogs, hamburgers, the American pizza.
American pizza. And all over the world, people come over here, whether on a boat, over the border, or through the river. Which river is it?
I just imagine a guy like a rat.
Yeah. I'm going to America. And when you can't find ingredients like bamboo, marsupio, bamboo, marsupio, and all the rare potatoes, and all the rarest potatoes of the Sahara Desert. I don't know what you're laughing at anymore.
Because as goats sleep, they face towards the sun. That if you do ever find yourself in a situation without a screwdriver, that's